My name is D'Qwell Jackson. I'm a member of the Cleveland Browns. I'm heading into my 7th year in the National Football League. The day I injured my pec, was during a game, was playing Pittsburgh, and it was a routine tackle. I went to tackle the guy. I swung him around. He fell on my shoulder, and for whatever reason, my shoulder didn't respond.
A pectoralis major tendon tear is a very serious injury, particularly for collision sports and collision athletes. And in general, even if you're not athletic and you tear your pectoralis major, it's a significant injury.
It's not really painful, but it's a numbing sensation, and after a while, when you realize you try to use your arm like you would normally use it, you don't have the strength going inward.
They're very common in football, but even more common in day-to-day activities in the gym. So most of the patients we see who have pectoralis tendon tears are males who are bench pressing. And of course, I've taken care of a number of professional football players with pectoralis tears.
And I just wanted to go to the best person possible. And sat down with my agent, and he was like, look, come in, meet the guy, see what you think, and we'll move from there. So I went in, I met him, we sat down, we ran some tests. I just felt the connection between us. After I tore my left pectoral, came back the following year, I bust my tail to get healthy, to do everything I possibly could for something like this not to ever happen again. A week into camp, it happened again, and I knew right away. I knew before I saw the trainers what I had done.
We don't often see athletes tear both pectoralis tendons. So the fact that he tore his other pec 3 games into the season was obviously upsetting to everyone who was involved in his care. So this is an image of D'Qwell Jackson's right pectoralis major tendon injury, but this is a special image. If you get a shoulder MRI, you're really not going to evaluate the pectoralis major very well. One really needs to get a defined study of the pectoralis major area, not the shoulder. And that's something our musculoskeletal imaging specialists here have focused on.
There was a point in time where I didn't think I was going to play again. I thought my career was going to be over. 2 years being out of football, and with the same injury back to back, a lot of teams won't take a chance on you.
And despite that, came back at a level that was outstanding and quite frankly astonishing. But not if you know D'Qwell.
I mean, I went according to plan both times, and that's rare.
Returning an athlete like D'Qwell back to his former level of competition is what it's all about. The doctor-patient relationship is a critical component to managing patients, regardless of who they are, whether they're middle school, high school, collegiate, or professional athletes.
You have a lot of decisions that you make throughout the course of your life, and I felt like that was one that, man, I'm glad I made the right one.